I actually do want to welcome everybody to June because we are in the middle of June now. So we're halfway there, everybody. We're literally having the late nights in the middle of June, you know? You know the vibes. I'm trying to make a very special video. This video, I really want to make it special. And it's all about you guys. It's all about you. Wow, this is an amazing spot to be standing at right now. Check this out. So how is everybody doing? Let me know in the comments. How are you doing? Whoa, look at that ending. That's an ending right there. Beautiful. Wow. I think that's it, guys. That's the sun saying goodbye, because after that then we got clouds. I truly do apologize to everybody because I'm vlogging late. Oh, this looks beautiful. We made it to the other side. That's crazy. So I was so you guys remember how I told you about motivation and stuff, that sometimes you're not motivated, but you have to start. Like, you gotta make sure it catches up to you. Well, sometimes it gets hard to feel motivated for me. And lately I've been trying to think, you know, like okay, I like how everything is going, but then I kind of get shy a little bit, or I don't know what happens, but I simply like lock down on thoughts. Like, there is a lot of things that we can talk about and I can share that are good, positive, because like a lot of you know, I'm trying to build a community. So I'm trying to base my YouTube off of my values and the values for the community. Also, YouTube is introducing a community to the YouTube channels. So when that's up, you guys know that we're gonna have our own community there, so we can, and you're gonna be able to post in it and interact, you know, and share to the community too. So that sounds fun. But so the thing with me is that I try to be mindful about what I'm sharing, and there is many reasons why I want to be mindful. And you know, sometimes I know that I kind of like limit myself on what I want to talk about, but you know what, in all reality, I cannot limit myself. I cannot just stay quiet. All my life I've been just searching for the meaning of life. All my life I just asked, what is the purpose of life and all that. And to be asking those things all the time, it's good, okay? It's good when you seek something and seek answers and all that. But but you can't live your life or your entire life just trying to make sense of it. Because at the end of the day, what I just told you isn't like it's the most logical thing. Like, it's not logical, but that's just how powerful something is, you know, that defies every possibility that you thought it was not possible. But every day we get up and every day is a new day. Every day is new. You know, we think we're trapped into like a month, or we're trapped in a weekday, or we're trapped in a, you know, you're not trapped in nothing. You seriously wake up every day in the world, in literally the only world there is. You wake up in it, and every day you must choose and create yourself. Every day it's a creation process. You're creating your life. You are here on purpose. You really think that God doesn't play dice. He didn't make you, and you didn't just exist just to see what happens. No, you have been, God knew you were gonna be born before you were even conceived. He knew that why we're born, and I can tell you why. And I already did tell you guys many times, but I really need to repeat this until, you know, everybody gets it. God created the earth and created everything there is as a foundation, right? He created the foundations and the fundamentals and the elements. And you know how many elements and materials there are and all that. That's very interesting. God created that. God created and God encoded mathematics, all numericals. Everything is so perfect. God created geometry, all the sacred geometry and everything being so perfect. Yes, He created it, and He also created laws. There are laws for the universe too, you know. And if you know the laws of the universe, leave a like, leave a comment. Which one is your favorite? Because to be honest, we need to learn those laws, and we need to go by those laws, because they are really, really, really good for navigating and for understanding the real deal. The laws, I even want to make, if you think I should, go ahead and leave a like and comment laws of the universe. I want to make a video for each law, explaining what the law is about and how it is introduced, and maybe even how to put it into practice. It will be something good for all of us to learn, and me too. But back to what I was saying, this was all created, you know, and encoded And this is so perfectly perfect. So what does that tell you? That tells me that life, it's not just what happens to you, but it's just how you react to it, or what do you make of what happens. See, life is gonna, something is gonna happen to you. We're always reacting. There is an action and a reaction, right? There's a law too. That's one of the laws. For every cause, there is an action, and for every action, there are results. So every time something happens in our lives, we start creating the moment we choose to react and how we choose to react. So that's why in that video that I had to go and rewatch, that I made, it's in here. It's part 2, create and destroy. I had to go rewatch it because I really forgot why I started and why I'm here. And I saw it, and I realized that it's all about how we have been programmed. It's all about how I have been programmed. And let me take this out of the table. It's not your parents' fault. Don't blame your parents because they didn't know better. You can't blame them for that. But our parents programmed us by their teachings. So when we're born, like I told you guys, when we're born, we immediately start getting programmed by our parents, by their teachings. Okay, and then we go to school, and that's a different type of program. So let's break it down. Let's go easy. Parents, we program our kids because we try to share our own beliefs into them, and we want them to think the same way we think. And also we want them to, and also we try to protect them from information like, oh, don't talk to my child about sex, don't talk to my child about depression, don't talk to my child about money. Some people will do that, will say that, because they will say that money is bad. And first of all, that's our bad beliefs. Those beliefs have been programmed into us, that money is bad. Money is a tool. What you do with it. That's what everything is so connected. What do you do with it? Same with life. What do you do with it? Life is also a tool for you to. And when I say you, I'm talking about the whole purpose. We have been created by God, and the reason is because God is love, and by that, it's just like saying God wanted to create us. God wanted to create this, and God said, and God thought it was the best idea, and God thought it's simply what it is. It's really beautiful. Like if we start to think about it, everything around us is beautifully made. And he also wanted to experience God's self itself. So let's go with that. Erase that memory that you have that God is a being that's gonna show up in front of you, and he's gonna say, here, I am standing in front of you, I am God. I created everything you see. What do you want to know? No. God is the essence of things that you cannot see though. You cannot see. But there is so much behind everything in nature. There is systems, there is seasons, there are codes, you know. I'm sorry guys, my GoPro turned off. So that's one issue with GoPros. They overheat. So if you're still thinking about getting a GoPro, I have the 12 and it overheats. Like if it's hot, it'll overheat quick too. Like if it's hot outside too. It helps when it's cold, but what can you do when it's summer and it's busy and you're out in an event? It just gets warm and it's hot. But I'm just gonna finish talking up because we just have to I really just have to close it. I have to close the video and end it. But it was a good video. I hope everybody is liking it. Subscribe, comment what you think about it. If you want me to keep talking about this and continue, comment part 2 in the comments and leave something, and I will really put my effort into it, you know, because I feel like it is a really good talk to have, because like I told you guys, everything, we are creation, but what separates us from creation is that we are human beings, and the human being is made up of the spirit, the body, and the mind. And first is the spirit. So before the mind, before our body can be conceived, the spirit is the first one to show up. So here's the thing, we are all part God. We are all part God, because that's what God did. He created this for us, and then he said, here I am. And he created us. Everything that's happened, everything that's in the Bible, we cannot go ahead and say thanks to Adam and Eve we're paying, or thanks to them. Everything has happened for a reason. Same with your life, but you have to turn it around and find that reason, because if you don't see a reason, it's because you're not looking, or you're not seeing hard enough. So you just have to make everything make sense, and we have all been created by God and for God, and we are all creators as well as God. So we can create in the physical form. So here we are, we can create your life anew. Don't go by the old system, don't go by the old programs. Don't think that you're just nobody on a flying rock with no purpose, and that you're just living to die. There is way more into that. you are supposed to really be living and experiencing yourself and creating yourself however you want to be. But the thing is, we have been programmed to just make ourselves little and think that we have no purpose and that the earth is purposeless and that nothing should be achieved. And in reality, we are all here because we have something to do, something to prove. We are all God. God wants to do something. God wants to know life, and we're all doing it for Him. So make sure you appreciate everybody. Try to treat everybody with respect. Love everybody, because at the end of the day, how you treat your friend, you know you're treating God like that. And I know that's a hard thing to accept, but it's something that we all have to think about. So get a positive attitude. Everything happens for a reason. Remember who you are. Remember why we're here. And try to break down the old programs and find a solution, because you need it. The world needs you. Everybody around you needs you to not dim your light and to let it shine. Because I was telling you, the sun comes on one side and it goes to the other side. Every day is a new day on this beautifully made earth. And you're not different than anybody else. You're not different than Elon Musk. You're not different than any famous or rich person. We are all the same. We have simply been limited. We have been limited, and that's what the program is about. Because while we have been limited, everybody else has been getting their allowances. To be honest, we are all meant to be living and enjoying the world without having to worry about paying bills or working. It was all just, now you think that no. So take it easy. We're gonna continue this later. Have a nice day, everybody.